So you think he's going to be the #1 pick in the draft?
Yeah. They're talking about Ricky Rubio, who I don't know if you guys have had the privilege of watching, but
I saw him in the Olympics, and I wasn't very impressed. I wasn't.
I don't know.
Who did he play for in the Olympics?
Spain.
I saw him, and I thought he was pretty dynamic. He was only 18, so.
But to be a #2 or a top 3 pick, I just didn't see that. Maybe eventually, but I just didn't see. I saw glimpses. I'll grant it. But to be 18, like you said, he still kind of didn't have quite a man's body, if you will. I wasn't overly impressed. At least when I saw him against Team USA. Maybe Team USA just made him look bad with Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul and those guys.
I was about to say that. I mean, not a lot of players are going to play, at their best against especially when they have to guard. Right. Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul,
and both
Williams. In the same game. I think that's pretty difficult to do. Yeah. But I would still pick Blake over Rubio just because of the fact that he's a big man, and you always pick big over small. Another guy that a lot of people have been talking about is Jordan Hill, who I haven't seen a lot of, but they're comparing him to a young Chris Bosh, and that might be another possibility. But I definitely think the Wizards need to go big in the draft. Definitely.
You're listening to the Gene Fugett Show on Fox 1370. We're here with Alex Labidou, who's formerly of NBA.com and also Newsday in New York City, and is an NBA expert. Just wanted to get your opinion on who is the MVP. I'm picking LeBron. My father over here is picking Kobe to repeat. Wanted to get your take. If you could break a tie, or is there Dwayne Wade or somebody else who should be considered?
I wouldn't even, to be honest with you, I agree with you with LeBron James. I think what he has done with the Cavaliers this year has been extraordinary. He's just look at how good, a guy like Mo Williams has looked this season, or even in spurts like guys like Wally Szczerbiak and Delonte West. He's made every player on that team better. And the team that Kobe has in LA, even without Kobe, if you switch Kobe Bryant, for example, with Jason Richardson or somebody, that would still be a playoff team. Maybe not a top tier playoff team, but they would still sneak in maybe at the 8th or 7th spot. And I don't think you could say the same thing about the Cavs. I also think, quite honestly, that Dwayne Wade has had a better season than Kobe Bryant has.
I would agree with that. I think I agree with all of that, actually.
Yeah, I'm speechless over here, Alex.
Well, I would invite a guest on who might, tend to support my perspective. But, Kobe's had a great season. But like you said, that team, without Kobe, is still a playoff team. If you take LeBron off of Cleveland, they're struggling to be 500, in my opinion.
Not even. They would be a lottery team.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, how can you favor them to win the NFC East? The NBA East.
They have home court. They've lost one game, and that was to a Western Conference team, as we just heard in the previous segment from one of our callers, Rick. LeBron James, have you seen? He's a freak of nature. He's a prodigy.
Guys, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I've been right on every single one of my finals predictions over the past 4 years. Never been wrong. I'm going to call the Cavs in 6 this year.
The Cavs in 6 over
LA.
Over LA.
Wait a minute, they got to beat the Celtics first.
Well, yeah. Back this up a little bit. Who do you got in the conference finals?
I got the. Hold on, let me backtrack here. I got the Cavs beating Boston in 6, and the only way I can see Boston winning is if Ray Allen is elbowing LeBron in the groin again.
Talk about a low blow.
But I just don't see it from the Celtics this year, and maybe it's because you got Crypto Marbury over there. But
I just want to get this clear because we're on.
And Orlando can't win. The Hawks, no way. Are we eliminating all the rest of the
Miami Heat? Dwayne Wade for you, but I honestly, if you want me to call it right now, I'm going to call it right now. I think the Cavs are going to win in 6 games.
So the Cavs are going to go into Boston in Game 6 and in the championship repeat hopes of the Celtics in the conference finals. I just want to be clear on that. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Western Conference? Obviously, you got the Lakers coming out, but who do you have getting to the conference finals?
I think that, actually, and another surprise, but it's just because of the way how the bracket is set up. I could see the Nuggets making to the conference final.
The Denver Nuggets.
The Denver Nuggets.
See, I've been watching Houston. Houston plays defense,
but they just don't have that dynamic scorer who.
Ron Artest.
Ron Artest is good, but I don't know if you take him out of the game, who's going to really step up besides Yao?
Shane Battier.
Von Wafer.
He's averaging 7 points this season.
Mr. Battier. So you have...
No, I do like Denver. I mean, Nene is just having a fantastic year. The kid from Baltimore, Carmelo Anthony, just looks fantastic.
And Chauncey
Billups back in Colorado, where he played at college, is back home.
Yes.
I just tell you, I don't think anybody wants to play them.
Not going to Mile High, they don't.
I mean, when you look at Denver, I think the key component that they were really missing over the past couple of years has been that steady leadership, and they've gotten that now with a guy like Billups. Here's a guy who's taken his team to 2 NBA Finals, was an MVP in one of them, has been an All-Star. He plays exceptionally well in the fourth quarter. I mean, I can't say enough about this guy. I think that he's going to bring them to the conference finals.
Well, there you have it. So your pick is in the finals, the Cavs over the Lakers.
Yes.
All right, you heard it here from Alex Labidou, writer for NBA.com.
Now, Alex, we're going to call you back.
Yes.
I mean, please, when we get into the playoffs, I mean, please take our call when we call you back, just in case, new data comes in and you might change your mind or something.
I mean, I think the most exciting matchup in the first round will be between the Hawks and the Heat. I think that's going to be an electric matchup. That's going to be a 7-game matchup. I think that, and I'm leaning right now towards the Heat because I don't know who the Hawks are going to put on Dwayne Wade. It's just going to be an electric. And your Maryland guy, Beasley over there, he's averaging 20 and 9 this month. Wow. I think it's going to be an amazing playoff series.
All right, Alex, we appreciate it, man, and we'll be calling you back.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Alex.
All right, it's been our pleasure. This is the Gene Fugett Show, brought to you by the National Fugett Law Group. Are you looking for a lawyer? Do you have